Okay, so back to Jeff and Ronda there. And so I was saying Ronda without an H. And how often, Ronda, do you get the H added into your name? Is it almost always or?
My name is butchered daily with Ronda and Nielsen. It's
Right.
complicated.
Yes. Yeah, of course. So, in a minute, I'm going to bring up Legitness on the screen from the auction. But I want to start with a couple of questions for you guys. Now, you haven't been in this, let's call it the stallion ownership game for a long time, have you? Sunnyside Stables is pretty new, isn't it?
Well, it's new to us. Jeff and I had an opportunity a couple of years ago, 2021, to purchase this stable. And in doing so, we thought, well, let's get a stallion. So we are new to reining. We're new to the stallion business. And so we're just excited to kind of learn all these things along the way and participate in all these fun programs.
I love you guys for jumping in that way. And I don't know if people have come to know you yet at the exhibition, but of course you're present and a sponsor for the last 2 years. So a thank you to Sunnyside Stables for that. But last year, Rhonda, you jumped into the Green Rainer pen, right? And got out there and did your thing. Did you love that? You didn't know I was going to ask you this year. You're like, stick to the script, Dave.
Yeah, stick to the script. No, when we bought the stable, we Jeff and I hadn't been horse people. So we thought, what better way to kind of learn the industry than to just jump right in and start learning to ride and learning to show. And I kind of threw myself out there, and now I've had another year to kind of do some learning and training. And I look back at last year and I go, what was I thinking? I had no business, but I had a ball. So I'm excited for this year.
And now I'm going to be showing possibly this year as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That makes me so excited. And I feel like we helped to create the opportunity for you to feel confident at the exhibition to get out there and give it a go. And so, and you're not alone in that. That's partly why we do all the things that we do. And Dave asks the stupid questions because there's so much to know. And so again, back into the stallion game. So how did you settle on Legitness?
Well, how did we settle on Legitness?
Well, we were looking, I guess, when we first bought the place, and we were talking to a few brokers about horses out there, and we had the opportunity and heard about Legitness and heard that he was owned by Andrea Papani. So we felt that was
right? Not bad.
Yeah, probably a good name to start with. So that's kind of how it started.
Plus, he was super cool to look at.
He was super cool to look at. His picture was amazing. So, but yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I'm gonna bring him up here onto the screen right now. There he is.
There he is.
So
he's born in 2016.
Okay.
And he's sired by SG Frozen Enterprise out of Wizen for Checks. So we've had him just going on 3 years. He's been in training with Shauna since he's been at our barn.
Shauna's like a rock star. She gets to just go single name. We don't even have to throw the supervision on, right?
I know. It's wild. Speaking to that, Jeff and I were very fortunate very early on in our taking over of the barn to just be acquainted with such stellar people such as Shauna. They don't come better than that lady. And, just being introduced to people like yourselves, putting on these shows and just welcoming us with open arms. So we want to thank you guys for that and just point out that this industry, I know it's a competitive industry, but we've met so many cool people and everybody's been amazing and
had a lot of fun.
We're having a ton of fun.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, when you bring a guy like this to the arena with you or have Shauna show Legitness here, when we just call him legit, right?
Legit.
Legit. He is legit. It's just such a, cause I mean, I just love him showing. And so there's a picture of Shauna there doing her thing. Whew.
Yeah.
Awesome. And, wow, he is absolutely gorgeous. You guys are so lucky.
I think the only thing that's changed about him since we got him is his mane. And I'm going to equate that to those winter blankets.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, and And did I hear, I think Shauna told me, like you got on Legitness and gave it a go, didn't you, Rhonda?
So he's been home. I've never been on him until a couple of months ago. He came home for the winter, and it's been my job to keep him kind of legged up for Shauna and keep him busy, let him enjoy his time off, but keep him exercised. And I'm having a ball. I can't believe I get to ride that guy.
Well, I hope that by the end of this session here, that we're going to see these bids start to come up. We've got 2 hours and 31 minutes. But sometimes I wonder if people out there, they're not exactly sure. Like, well, how if I were to purchase a breeding from Legitness, what's that process going to be? And so, you can get that information here on the website. But tell us, like, what can people expect once they bid and win this awesome opportunity?
Well, in true Nielsen fashion, we've set up a complete breeding services at our barn. So Legit is collected at home. We have fresh cooled semen available. We just new this year, we have frozen semen available. And we can offer a full array of mare care, foaling, whatever the successful bidder needs. Yeah, we've got it all.
That sounds excellent. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe a cold beer is always in the fridge. That's what I believe I was told. Is that correct?
Always.
So cooled semen and cold beer.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
But that's okay. Hey, you got that down pat. You're not the only. There are others people who I come to for recommendations on how to do that, because I'm still learning, and I need practice with the beer thing, because I'm not going to ride the horse. But no, the friendliness and that you guys bring, that's what people are going to come to know as they come to know you better. So like I said, I thank you for supporting us. I hope that we can do our job to support you. And for those of you listening out there, do the same, because that creates what we would call a win-win-win. And if we make that win-win-win scenario, then that's going to benefit the industry. And that's how we make it sustainable and we grow. So before I head over to Tori there, I don't know if she's going to be available. And you guys can stay on, because we can come back for questions later if you want to stay in this chat, or you could join in back later on once we've had some of our other guests, because we're going to be here for a while as we watch this auction play out. Is there anything you wanted to add at this time?
About Legit?
Yeah, Legit, or you can even just tell stories. I mean, you heard Mark ramble on earlier. We like to do that. So no, anything you'd like to share, we're happy to hear from you.
Well, I would like to share, just in the short time that I've been riding Legitness, how much fun he is. And as a green reiner, I was, of course, very intimidated to ride a horse of that caliber, but also a stallion, which, I mean, I really had no idea coming into this. They can be dangerous. They can be attitudey, but Legit, honestly, he's such a goober in the barn. He loves to see himself. He loves to call out to the horses when he gets off the trailer. He's very prancy, like, hey, everybody, I'm back. But, under saddle, he's a perfect gentleman. He's all business. But yeah, in the barn, he's
had some beautiful babies too.
Oh yeah, he's had some amazing babies.
So social media, is that the best place to come and see some of those, or where would you suggest people come and see some of those beautiful babies? I know people love to show them off, so they got to be out there.
Yeah, so his first full crop was last year, and I need to do a better job of collecting some of those photos and getting them up on our social media. It's not been my strong suit, but he's throwing a lot of color. He's got some gorgeous palominos. He's got some beautiful bays. And our feedback from the people that have bred to him is that the babies are super sweet, super smart, good bones. Actually, Greg and Karen Mickelson had the first baby, and they boast about it all the time. So that makes me super happy.
We've had interest from other disciplines too.
Yeah, we've been approached by the AR? I don't want to butcher this.
I'm guessing
NARCHC.
The Northern Alberta Reined Cow Horse.
Also known as the Alberta Stock Horse Association.
Yeah, they're changing names. They're rebranding.
Yeah, cool name. So we've we've done some work with them, some donations with them, and their people are loving the babies too. So
Yeah,
it's cool that he can diversify. I've worked him on the flag too, which has been a lot of fun.
oh, great. Well, you never know. I mean, it's not out of the question that one day the exhibition could somehow start to be more like the Canadian Supreme. I feel like, as I bite off more than I can chew, that gets pushed back. But, I've seen and watched at different shows when reiners get a chance to see what their horse can do with a cow and some of those instincts come out. It's really, really fun and cool.
I have one last extremely important question. In the past, or perhaps in the future, do you think when you or Shauna show Legitness, will we be able to get, the announcer man, maybe Ron Anderson or somebody else, to play MC Hammer's Too Legit to Quit while you're out there showing? Yeah.
Well,
these are the important questions that people want to know the answers to.
That's a great question, because I actually just posted on our Sunnyside Stables Facebook page
and Instagram.
Oh, maybe it was my personal page. A video of him being silly in the arena to that song just a couple days ago.
Perfect.
But yeah, we have talked about playing that song.
I'll work on that for you.
Cool.
It's very fitting.
Shauna usually goes to AC/DC, I think.
Shauna loves rock.
Wow. It's another reason that we are big fans of Shauna.
Yeah, she's a rock star. Cool. Well, hey, I see that we have Kara and Hubert have joined in, and so we'll let them jump on now. So thank you, Jeff and Ronda, and we can come back to you there maybe later on if you want to stick around, or you can just switch over to the webinar and watch there. But thank you for coming and sharing today, and there'll be more conversations because we're not done after today. Like, this is a relationship that we're building with the stallion owners, and so thank you. Right. So I'm guessing you've been listening to this conversation. Are there any thoughts or ideas that have come about, or like, oh, I forgot to mention? Is there anything that we could circle back to from you guys?
Oh boy.
I put you on the spot, didn't I?
Yeah. You're asking the girl on the learning curve. No, I very much appreciate all of the stuff that you guys are doing, the work you're putting into this, and you're learning and we're learning, and I don't know, I think we have a pretty cool symbiotic thing going on here.
Yeah. No, and that's awesome, right? Was it interesting for you to just get a chance to connect and hear from other people in the doing this work? I mean, I know you guys are newbies at it. Did you feel like kind of like, okay, I'm still excited, or did you go like, oh my God, now I'm scared?
No, I honestly feel like we're just dipping our toes in the water, and I know that there's a lot that we have to learn, and these people have put their heart and souls and their whole lives into this, and I don't want to water that down, but I'm excited to go alongside these people and kind of learn from all of their experience and throw ourselves out there.
Yeah. Excellent.